Welcome. Today we're going to learn all about solving equations. We're going to look at solving all types of equations, one step, variables on both sides, equations with fractions, and using the distributive property. You can get ready by grabbing your notebook, pencil, and calculator. As you go through this video, you can pause it, you can rewind it, and I'd like you to try the problems in your notebook. On the very last slide, it will be full of information, and you need to be sure to get that written in your own notes. Before we get started, let's take a look at these problems. No need to write them down yet, just take a look and see what types of problems we're going to be doing. What do you notice? On the first example, we're going to try to solve for x. 3x plus 4 equals 19. So when we want to solve for x, we want to keep our eye on the x. We want to undo the addition, and we undo the addition with subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Remember, with algebra, anything you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So this is going to become 3x plus 0, and that equals 15. So if 3x equals 15, that means x is being multiplied by 3. So I can divide everything by 3. And x equals 5. Remember, you can check your work. If I got x equals 5, I can plug it right back in and see if I got it right. So I can do 3 times 5 plus 4, and that does in fact equal 19, so I know that I'm right. Go ahead and try example 2. 5x minus 3 equals negative 33. Did you get an answer of negative 6? Did you check your work? Let's move on to example 3. Here we have some more x's. So the first thing we want to do is combine like terms. This one has an x, an x, and an x. So when I do 5x minus 2x, I'm going to get 3x. 3x plus 3x is on the same side. So I'm going to get 6x plus 4 equals negative 20. We happen to have another plus 4, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides, and I get 6x equals negative 24. Divide by 6. Don't drop that negative sign. My answer here is negative 4. Go ahead and try this example on your own. Did you get negative 5? That would be the correct answer. On this example, you notice we have x's on both sides. So that's what I want to concentrate on first. I want to get x so it's on the same side. I like to bring the smaller x over to the larger x just to keep it positive. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Remember, this 9 already has a subtraction sign, so that's really a negative 9 equals 6x plus 3. Keep an eye on your x. Right now it's being multiplied by 6 and 3 is being added to it. You always want to undo addition and subtraction first. If we think about the PEMDAS, which is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and addition, subtraction, if we're doing order of operations, we go forward, but if we're undoing operations, we're going to go backwards. So you always want to start with that addition and subtraction piece first. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I get negative 12 equals 6x. X is being multiplied by 6, so I'm going to divide by 6, and x equals negative 2. Try this example on your own. You should have gotten 11.5. Not all of our answers are going to be integers. Decimals and fractions will be fine. Here in example 7, we see a lot of parentheses. I noticed some subtraction signs and negative signs, so we'll have to be careful with that. With the distributive property, I'm going to multiply the 5 into both, and I'm going to look at this minus 3 as plus a negative 3, so I'm going to distribute the negative 3 into both. So I get negative 10x minus 20 plus negative 12x minus 15 equals 97. Now I'm going to combine like terms. I have this x and this x, so negative 10x and a negative 12x will be negative 22x. I have negative 20 and negative 15, which will give me a negative 35, equals 97. Keep an eye on the x, so I want to undo this minus 35, so I'm going to add 35 to both sides. And I get negative 22x equals 132. You'll have your calculator for that. I can divide both sides by negative 22, and I get x to be negative 6 for my final answer. Go ahead and try example 8. It's another example with distributive property. Be careful of your negative signs. Did you get the answer? X equals 8? That's my favorite number. On example 9, the thing you might notice a little bit different about 9 is that now we have this fraction. So we have 2/3. We could go ahead and distribute it in, but sometimes that gets a little messy. I'm going to show you how to undo it. So here we have a fraction of 2/3, which means I'm multiplying by 2 and dividing by 3. So I'm going to multiply the whole thing by the reciprocal of 3/2. I'm going to write it on this side, and I'm going to squeeze it in on this side. So over on the left side, I have a 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator, so that's going to simplify to 1. The 3 and the 3 is going to simplify to 1, and that is all gone. So on the left side, I don't have to distribute anything in, and I just end up with my grouping, which is 6x minus 18. On the right side, I have 24 in the numerator, 3 in the numerator, and 2 in the denominator. So I'm going to do 24 divided by 2, and I get 12 over 1. So 12 times 3 is 36. I'm going to add 18 to both sides, and I get 6x equals 54. One more step, we're going to divide by 6, and we get x to be 9. Here's our last example for you to try. I'd like you to try to undo this fraction first. Did you get an answer of 5? That would be correct. Nice job. If you got stuck, rewind, try some of those problems again. If you got them all, then you are able to solve equations for x.